All right, so today we've got a little bit of a recovery mission. So we came up this creek the other night and the water was real low. We banged up my boat on the rocks under the creek and didn't know it at the time, but we tore a little hole in the aluminum, and then we were scouting for deer. Went to go check a camera, came back, and we realized the boat's full of water. We tried to bail it out, but it was coming in as quick as we were pumping it out. So we ended up having to ditch the boat, which is ironically called the ditch pickle.
We ditched the ditch pickle.
So now we are on a recovery mission. So we're gonna hike back in the woods, maybe a mile-ish. Shouldn't be too bad. But hike back there. I've got a transfer pump, brazing rods, a torch, a wire brush, JB water weld, all kinds of repair stuff. We're gonna see if we can fix the boat and then float right back on out. So, a little recovery mission.
Let's rock and roll.
Big old pig tracks right there.
Yep. On the road again.
Yeah, it feels really nice. It's gonna be, dude, yesterday when I got back in my truck yesterday afternoon, or was it? No, maybe it was before coming out here. I don't know. At some point I started up my truck that had been sitting out in the sun and it said 119. And then as I was going, you know, it came back down and I think it was actually only like 100, 99, 100, somewhere around there. But I just started up and I saw 119 and I'm like, oh! That's a water turtle on land.
For sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no one stole the bait bucket, or more importantly, the outboard. That's good. And it looks pretty much, whoa, rolling on a log there. Looks pretty much just like we left it. Little ditch pickle.
The old ditch pickle.
Stuck in the ditch.
I got a way to get a picture of the ditch pickle in the ditch.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some storm clouds last night, and I started getting real nervous that this creek was gonna get a bunch of rain on it as well. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just every day of 100 degrees just dries it out a little bit more. But there she is. I think we get the pump going and see if we can pump out water while we're messing with the other end of it.
Okay.
That's a lot better than the hand pump, huh?
That was a little better.
Yeah, it was worth backing this thing in, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot down there.
Yep.
A little bit of gasoline, a little bit of motor oil, probably dehydrated minnow, and some creek water. But working.
There it is.
Not awful, but enough that it was gonna be a problem.
You can see the hole right in there. All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't want to use the torch and the brazing rods anywhere near the fuel tank.
That's probably not a great call.
Yeah, I think blowing up and catching on fire is a bad way to celebrate the 4th of July.
It would make a big explosion.
The rockets, red glare, the bombs
The
burst.
boat's bursting in the creek.
But that being said, if we can slide this fuel tank out, then we can get in there and do that. And if that doesn't work, then I've got the putty that we'll use. So we could not easily move the gas tank. So the guy who framed this in, not this guy, put the gas tank in before these are on. So we would have to take one of these off in order to remove it. So I don't really want to do that. We're just going to use the putty, JB Water Weld. I think it should work just fine. This stuff is pretty incredible stuff. So I think if we just put some on the inside, some on the outside, get it as good as we can. You know what? Actually, let's get that hammer and just see if it's torn open a little bit. If we can just kind of tap it closed.
Yep.
We're fixing a smaller gap and there's not a sharp burr.
It's under the backpack.
I feel like not necessary, but
Hey, take every precaution.
it's an easy thing that can give us a slightly smaller hole to fix, right? Yeah, that actually, we kind of like folded it down a little bit.
Yep.
So there's,
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
yeah,
You just made the leak a lot smaller.
yeah, worth it for 30 seconds of effort. Yeah, and then this stuff is, so it's literally like, I mean, it's like regular JB Weld. It's a two-part kind of epoxy deal, but one's on the inside, one's on the outside. So you pinch it off. I don't know about the end where it touches like that. I don't know how long this actually lasts when you try to put it back in there. Just chew it up like chewing gum. No.
Red light, green light. Mission impossible.
It feels like, just feels like we're fixing this with silly putty.
It's kind of silly.
Yep. Little minnows right there.
There's a little tadpole over there.
And we hiked in, but we didn't bring the fishing pole or beer. That was my bad.
But it is also pretty early.
Yeah.
That would be getting 4th of July kicked off maybe in the wrong fashion. By the way, happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Happy Independence Day. I'm that annoying guy.
I like it. So you're just putting it in there and just trying to get on, like, would you get back and sand the remainder off?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So right now it's just plugging it, get as much as you can.
I mean, I don't want to put so much that I'm skeptical about it drying, but it's almost just like clay that turns into, it kind of feels like concrete when it dries, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's some sort of metal. It's like a mixture of like some sort of powdered metal and resin.
It's literally like putting silly putty on it.
For real though. Make sure I'm putting it in the right place here. Yeah, there's a big old groove. You can tell it was a big rock that just like drug, and then right when it got to the edge, it was like, ah!
Yep. Which, when we go back through that area, I think we just troll through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's look at all those little minnows.
Slow and careful.
Yep.
Now we'll just give it the business from the inside. Well, the fact that I can't even see light through there is a good thing.
Yep. I think it's right.
So it's like
There.
one finger length from the middle of the ridge.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it like an inch or so in diameter there.
Another thing that's good about this stuff, it's sticking my gloves really bad, is gasoline does not degrade it.
Oh, nice.
Which gasoline is naturally a solvent, right? So it's gonna eat through a lot of stuff. And so people use this to fix like fuel tanks.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Because it's one of few things short of welding a a new metal plate on there. You can do chemically that gasoline won't degrade it. Smells weird though. This really feels like just fixing it with chewing gum.
I told you, man, duct tape and bubble gum would have done it.
It's just I mean, you're not wrong.
Just don't know if I want to sink in the middle of Denton Creek on that assumption.
Yeah, it becomes an interesting game at that point. The double bubble, double or nothing. All right, might as well use this.
There's the inside. And there's the outside. That looks like it's looks like you got it. A foot, then like 10. Yeah. Wanted to, and then just closed up. You'll get something there. Running into it, yeah. Told you to get something. It's the biggest one we got today.
Small shad. Get up that like seesaw action.
Yep.
There we go. You never took the plug out, right?
Nope. Make sure it's not leaking.
Yeah. There's a little bit of water in here, but
That's probably just from
settling. We got it patched. Looks to be holding. Now all aboard. All right, come on, baby. That's always a good sign. So far, so good. So you can see why it got us in trouble. The water's just really low. And I think it was up here. Saw these rocks and hell, maybe we even hit an old piece of steel or concrete piling or something.
Do you have the motor lifted?
There's just crud all in here.
Yeah, it was real shallow here.
Yeah, this it's saying 1.1, 1.6, 1.3. It's like not only is it shallow, but there's also a lot. Just kill it if you can't. I've got a paddle if you need it.
No, I think I can go around it.
Okay.
Like, look at that. That's what we hit.
Yeah.
They got shallower, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's inches. Like, I mean, this is a flat bottom, low draft boat. I feel good about, and I've got the motor set real high. I feel good about running it in 2 feet of water. But it's then when you hit a 6-inch, you know, a rock sticking up 6 inches higher. Bad news. All right, we're probably good, huh? That bird's pretty. That's an egret. There's shad everywhere though. I feel like we definitely need to, the shad we caught, we need to put those on a jug line. That's the one where it looks like a twig, but you never know what's attached to it. Unditch the pickle.